if you could give me your name and address, then you'll have 4 minutes to speak. You're on with the Denton City Council.
Oh, right on. My name is William Freeman, and I live in District 3. I'm calling in opposition to any replacement of my national or state flag for any reason and for any cause. No matter how much you dress it up in linguistic subterfuge, the fact is this is all really just a red herring to exercise the aversion many people have to this nation. I think the saying goes, whom the gods would destroy, they would first make mad. And when I heard the news that the city was considering replacing my flags, I must consider that my city must have gone mad. When you talk about pride flags and we try to turn it into this very happy-go-lucky, resounding and ecstatic, motivation, we really fail to look at some serious issues that the gay community faces. For us to deny or ignore these issues is really to only enable people into dangerous and otherwise self-harmful positions. For instance, gay promiscuity among homosexual men can reach up to 5, sometimes 8 times that of their heterosexual counterparts. This is a health hazard. When you talk about the amount of intimate partner violence that goes on in gay relationships, you can see how this can become a serious issue. Lesbian domestic abuse stats are also important to note because they seem to be about twice that of their heterosexual counterparts. Intimate partner rape in lesbian communities is also about twice that of heterosexual partners. I think the biggest issue for me is trans adolescents. What I can only describe as Munchausen by proxy. This is a form of child abuse and it must be stopped in this country. It turns out that—
Does this fit with our rules of decorum? Point of order. Does this fit with our rules of
Councilmember
decorum?
Armintor, you can't interrupt the caller. You'll have to wait.
Okay, I just thought it might.
Okay.
It might disrupt our rules of decorum.
I understand
Freeman,
the need to censor me, but I'm speaking in good faith and with a concern for my countrymen.
I understand. Please complete your comments.
Trans suicide rates in adolescents, actually suicide rates among adolescents is out of control in this country, and it's only going up. Trans suicide rates, especially among adolescents, is somewhere around 46%. That percentage has actually ticked up a few over just the last few years. Some people will say this is due to public pressure or scrutiny or discrimination, but if we look at post-operation trans adolescents, their suicide rates are actually higher than pre-op. So this kind of eliminates any need for that argument. Again, this is Munchausen by proxy. This is child abuse. In the book of Luke, it says that it would be better to be thrown into the ocean with a stone attached to our neck than to, mislead these youngsters. When you think about, I guess I can move on now to the Juneteenth flag. The Juneteenth flag is interesting for us because, as Malcolm X warned us, there's nothing more dangerous to America and to the black man than the white liberal. The Juneteenth flag is the invention of a sanctimonious white liberal who apparently thought black people needed his help. This is actually interesting because in China in 2010, a word started circulating, it's biazoi. And this describes a politically correct and often egotistical Westerner who believes they have all of life's and morality's answers. So really, we're kind of making a laughing stock out of ourselves. Shelby Steele describes these kind of activities as the oxymoronic quest for liberation through victimhood, and I think everyone should take a look at some of his work because he really nails the religion and the religion of racism, that people worship at this altar of racism where whites will self-flagellate and blacks will absolve them. It really is a liturgical operation.
And that's your time.